Hey everyone, welcome to Pilates. I'm Karen Rudman and I'm excited to join you for this class. Today we're going to do a variety of things. I'm going to move relatively quickly just so that you feel like there's some good direction in terms of a full body experience, starting in a standing position. And I'm going to use a dowel. This is from Home Depot. It could be like a broom, anything. But I'm going to use this for two different reasons, and another substitute of that could be a foam roller. So this is a 36-inch by 6-inch cylinder that you could probably see at Target or Dick's or someplace like that. So that goes to my side. I'm going to stand up and I'd like you to join me. We're going to start by stacking the ribs over the pelvis. I've just got this dowel here for support. I'm just going to ask you to inhale from your nose and exhale from your mouth so you have a nice deep engagement. You're going to lift one leg up and just flex through that hip without any momentum. And as we progress, we're going to take this leg up and we're just going to circle it around 4 times in both directions. As you're moving that hip, you want to make sure that your stabilizing leg is not shifting. So we're going to stand strong and switch. So a suggestion is to tighten your glute. That'll help really keep your leg nice and solid. Once again, we're going to switch by lifting the opposite leg up and flexing through the hip, just as I'm doing right here. And then we're going to progress as we mobilize that hip, going 4 circular motions in each direction. And then we're going to pause, and I'm going to grab this dowel. You can grab anything or nothing at all. But as you actually stand tall, I'd like you to think of moving your hips behind and bending your knees into a nice squat, and then bring your arms forward and bring your arms back to your legs, and just repeat this action 4 times. And then when you're finished, stand up tall. So once again, the hips go back, the knees bend, the knees are over the second toes. We're just going to bring our arms forward, and we're just getting some blood pumping through those legs. And from here, we're going to do 5 squats. So without those arm extensions, we're going to continue, and 3 and 4. Now let's put this all together and go back to the beginning. So as we're getting ready to warm up, we stand, we flex. 4 is our magic number today. And then we're going to go into hip mobilization in both directions. And once again, we're going to switch. So each side gets the exact same thing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Don't rush through these. Nice and slow. And we're progressing. We're going to hold a dowel. You can hold a stick, a foam roller, doesn't matter. The hips go back, the knees are here. We reach forward, just reaching the arms directly in front of your face. And then we progress and just do a simple squat. And you can continue to use the arms forward if that feels right for you. So I've got a little bit of momentum going here. We're going to move on. Dowel aside, we're going to head into a quadruped position. So as you probably remember, we want to stack our hips and our knees and our wrists, our elbows, and our shoulders so that our back feels like a table. We're going to start by breathing in through the backs and sides of the ribs. And then as we exhale, we'll focus on the lower back by curling it under, the middle spine, and then the upper spine so we feel like a nice rounded ball. Then we release the lower back, the middle back, and the upper back ever so slightly and come right back into neutral. So all 3 curves of the spine are present. Again, lower spine rounds, middle, upper, hold, release, middle spine, upper spine, and hold to center. And last time, we're curling the spine up, releasing the spine away, into center. We're going to take one leg behind and lift through think of lifting through the foot or the toes going behind you so that you can keep your knees straight. Bring the opposite arm forward and just stay there for a quick moment, and then tap both and reach both. And every time you reach, you're pulling away from the center. So this is 3 and this is 4. We're going to hold for a moment. From here, we're going to bend the knee but not touch it because we're just going to circle that just like we did a moment ago. But it'll feel different in a quadruped position. And then we're going to go in the other direction. So again, we've decided on 4. Coming back to center. So let's repeat our cat. Starting from the lower spine, we'll be round very methodically into the upper spine, releasing lower spine, middle spine, and upper spine, back into neutral, switching. Again, we're thinking about that foot reaching away and the arm reaching away, tapping both. 2, 3, 4. Bring the hand back, bring the knee in without touching, mobilize that hip. Make sure that the knee that's corresponding to the hip, that it does not shoot out, it stays nice and stable. And then reversing. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's go back into a child's pose. Let's bring one arm underneath the other and look in that direction. So we're actually creating a wonderful reach and pull, and we're rotating the spine at the same moment. Let up just a little bit, but go back there. And let up again and go back there. And then come right back up into your quadruped. Sit back into child's pose. Switch the arm. Follow the arm across and reach forward and pull forward and across, having that oppositional feeling. Hold here and then sit up nice and tall. All right, so we're going to hold our dowel right in front. And I'm going to interchange using the foam roller as well as the dowel so you can see how they both can be used. I'm just holding it in front and I've got it threaded between my thumb and my first finger, or you can grasp with all of your fingers. I'm holding it at chest level and I'm going to round the spine, taking everything with me. Then holding the dowel in place, come up towards it, and then reach it up. Chest level, roll back, hold for a moment, come back up. So as you know, the Pilates breath is in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. One more time. And on this last one, we're going to hold. So I'm keeping this dowel at chest level, keeping everything still. Just lift one leg at a time without moving the dowel. So it's staying in one spot. You'll feel your lower abdominals and your hip flexors. 3. And from here, we're going to go back just a little further, back to where we were a moment ago. Once again, tapping the lower leg to hit that dowel, and then raising the dowel to increase the demand. Way more challenging. Then we're going to hold here, roll back a little further, then pull yourself tall. Take your dowel right on your thighs and roll it towards your ankles and roll it back up. Roll it towards your ankles and roll it back up. Roll it towards your ankles, roll it back up. And last time, roll it towards your ankles and roll it back up. So this action of flexing the spine and reaching the hands forward towards your toes is your basic spine stretch that we do on the mat in Pilates. So those are the elements of something I'm going to put together for you. Our knees are bent. We're gazing forward. The dowel is at chest level. We go into our half roll back. A little bit further. We hold the spine and lift the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Raise the bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold the bar, roll back a little bit, up a little bit, sit tall, take the dowel on your thighs, spine stretch forward, come back up, and spine stretch forward, and come back up. So we're going to take the dowel away, and from here, I'm going to have you lie on your back so that you're facing the ceiling and your hips and your knees are directly in alignment with each other. We're going to start with an easy bridge and coming back down. So you start by curling the tail under, lifting the spine up so you've got a long line between the knees and the shoulders, and come down very, very sequentially. So it's up and hold, pulling in your abdominals to feel the spine touch your mat, releasing the spine into a neutral position. Let's come up again and let's stay here. Let's take our hands down by our sides. Let's lift one leg up and then reach that foot up towards the ceiling. Let's lower that leg down and reach it up on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6, on 7, and on 8, we're still on the same leg. We're going to drop the hip towards the mat and lift it back up, but we're not touching that hip. It's almost to the mat, it comes right back up. Almost, and back up. And again. And we're going to do this one more time. Hold, bend the knee, place it down, peel the spine back onto your mat, and release everything. Let's try it on the other side. Start in a neutral spine, engage your abdominals, peel the spine all the way up. There's that long line. Switch, bring the knee in, extend the knee, straight leg lower, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold the leg up, drop the hip up. Remember, you're not touching, but you're very, very close. And you can increase the quantity if you feel that's best for you. From here, I'm going to hold, take the foot back, peel the spine down, and once again, we're in neutral. Let's lift one leg up to a tabletop position, and then the next. Let's take our hands behind the knees. Begin your sister roll up by bringing the feet towards the floor as you lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Pull the backs of your thighs to sit up tall. Then roll back, and here we go into a tabletop position. Once again, feet touch, head lifts, sit up tall. Hold here. This time, instead of a dowel, I'm going to use a foam roller so you can see how they interchange. We're going to blend everything together where we go into our half roll back and we lift and we touch it, but I'm going to actually create a little bit more demand by bringing this roller a little bit higher. And then from here, I'm going to pause, go back just a little further, sit up tall, extend the legs, place the roller on the thighs, bring it forwards towards your toes as you round the spine. And it's much easier to roll a foam roller versus a dowel, but they both work. And one last time. Now I'm going to actually hold the roller like so, but you could also hold your dowel. It doesn't matter. You're holding something. And I'm going to face you so you can see that when I lift the arms up, nothing else is moving. There's an amazing amount of core stability that's required to do this. But I'm going to change the motion, and from here I'm going to create a figure 8. As this figure 8 continues, you can see that sometimes it could be very oval and sometimes a little bit wider shape, but I'm still making the 8s. Then I'm going to pause, take the roller by my side, create a different position of the legs. So I've got my left leg, in this case, rotated out, my right leg rotated in, hand on the roller, and I'm just going to push it aside and go up into a side bend. Pull down and bring the arm back up. And again, over. So this is called the mermaid. And again, over. And your hand, even if you're not using a roller, if it's on the mat, you want to be light on that shoulder so you're not compressing it. Come back to center. Before we switch sides, I'm going to grab this roller, sitting up once again tall, lift the arms up, 2, 3, 4, and then crossing the body in this figure 8 fashion. It's amazing how great this feels and how effective it is. Then we're going to pause. The roller's on the other side. We reconfigure the legs. Again, in this case, it's my left leg where the hip is rotated out. My right leg, the hip's rotated in. Sit up nice and tall. Lightly touch that roller as it goes away. Lightly pull it back. And again, so I'm not interested in you really pressing down because that would not be great for your shoulder. It's more or less a guide and a way for you to go into a better range of motion. This is 3. And this is 4. We're coming back. The roller is aside now. We're going to sit up tall just like we did a moment ago. We're going to go into our assisted roll down, and now the knees are in a tabletop position. Head, neck, and shoulders are down. Hands are by your side. We're going to pull the fingers away from the ears so the collarbone is nice and wide. Straighten the legs so they're directly in front. From here, I'm going to have you nod your chin, lift your head up, retract your chin, and bend your knees. Inhale here, exhale to extend the legs, and inhale back. So we have the hands on the mat, but we're going to progress this. Now the arms are off, so the hands are floating in the air. You can put your head, neck, and shoulders down if you wish, but we're going to progress into the 100s. So we're going to lift up the arms from the shoulders. We're going to press for 5 inhales. And on the exhales, we're just going to bend the knees. 5 inhales extending, 5 exhales bending the knees. And again, this is our 3rd set. Bend the knees. 4th set, bend the knees. 5th set, bend the knees. 6th set, bend the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in 2, 3, 4, 70, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 80, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 90, last set, last 2, 3, 100, pause with head, neck, and shoulders down. One leg is on the mat, one leg reaches up to the ceiling. Take your hands and grab your calf or your ankle. Nod your chin and lift your head. Pull your spine towards your leg. Bend your knee and extend the leg. So notice that you're not holding your knee, you're holding below either calf or ankle. Hold here, you'll feel your hamstring in stretch, inhale, and exhale to switch. Upper body goes back down. Nod the chin, lift the head off the mat, retract the chin, bring your body close to your leg, bend the knee and extend the knee. 2, 3, and now we're going to hold it on 4, progressing to scissors. So we're going to hold here, float the other leg, and switch. And switch. And switch. So inhale, exhale now. Exhale now. Exhale now. Exhale now. Exhale now. A little faster. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bend your knees. Bring your spine back to the mat. Take your hands by your side. Reach your legs away, float your arms up, reach your arms away. Now bend your knees and bring your hands back. So you're folded in, you reach away, you come back. Double leg stretch could be done with your head, neck, and shoulders on the mat, or with your knees bent, nod your chin, float your head up, maintain this position and reach away and come back. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale, last time. Exhale, inhale. Bring your spine back to the mat, grab the backs of your legs. We're going to do an assisted roll up to sit up so the feet touch, head, neck, and shoulders correspond, sit up tall. Before we continue the ab series, I'd like you to sit up nice and tall with your arms out to the sides of the room. Let's rotate our spine from one side of the room to the next, keeping the shoulders nice and level. Let's progress into our saw where we rotate. Front arm reaches towards the foot, back arm pulls up, and we're back to center. We rotate, we reach forward, we come back up, we're in the center. Rotate, forward, stack your spine to the center. Rotate, forward, back up to the center. Last time, rotate, forward, back up to the center. Let's go back once again. Assisted roll down, round the spine, lift the knees up, hold here. Bring one leg forward. The bent knee, in case it's my right hand is on the ankle, my left hand is right below the knee. I'm pressing down just a little bit because it provides support. Single leg stretch, we're going to exchange those legs. 2, again, the legs are reaching away from the center. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, bonus 1 is 10, bend the knees. Arms up to the ceiling, interlace the fingers, place them right behind your neck. Make sure you see your elbows in your peripheral vision. Rotate the spine. One elbow towards one knee, rotate your spine to the center. Make sure your elbow stays stationary. It's your spine that's moving. Breathing out as you rotate. Then we increase the pace just a little bit so it's a little more fluid. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend our knees, assisted roll up, and here we are. We're going to lie on our side. So when you're on your side, use the straight edge of your mat. I'm going to take the roller right in front of me for just a quick moment, because I'd like you to understand that when you're on your side, you really want to feel the side of your leg truly facing the ceiling. It's easy to want to lie back. So I'm going to stay right here. The roller was a guide like a ruler. I'm on my side. As you can see, I'm going to lift the top leg and bring the leg behind. So when you're on your forearm like this, it's a little bit more challenging than if you were lying down on your side. So this would be a regression. This is a progression. So as you can see, I'm moving from the hip. So again, this is extension of the leg. Now I'm going to change this where I bring the leg stacked. Both hands are down. I'm going to rotate the hip so that my knee is facing the corner. Glide the leg so the foot is by the knee. Reach the leg up, lower the leg down. Glide up, down. Glide up, down. Glide up, down. Glide up, down. Last time. Glide up, hold. Once again, the side part of your hip is facing the ceiling. Reach the leg up and do small circles, making sure that you're forward, down, up, and back, just like an egg shape. You'll feel a lot of core engagement as you go through this motion, and then we'll reverse the other side. So for time, I'm only doing 6 or so, but you can always do more if you would like to do that. So we're going to pause here, sit up tall, switch sides. You can use a roller or a dowel just to make sure that your body aligns or the straight edge of your mat. We didn't talk about the placement of the forearm, but you feel the shoulder blade engage towards the back rib so you're nice and stable. Top part of the leg, you lift the leg, reach the hip, touch the foot, and come back. Sort of like a U shape with a lot of engagement, lifting your side. And again, this is 4 and 5 and 6. Then we rotate the hip so the knee faces the corner, both hands on the mat. Glide the leg so the knee's bent, reach the leg up to the ceiling and slowly lower it back down. No momentum. Pace yourself nice and even. And again, this is 3, 4, 5. You really feel your quad working in this, just so you know. And last 2. Then we're going to lower the leg, double check your form, lift up on the underside, side of the leg facing the ceiling, cover the leg up, and go into your oval shape. 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. 1, 2, 3, and 4. From here, I'm going to have you come back towards your belly, and I'm going to use a foam roller to show how you can actually use a lot of mid-back engagement while you're also working on your spine. I'll show you both versions with and without the roller. For starters, if you have a roller, your thumbs will face up to the ceiling, and you place the roller pretty much halfway up your forearm. You're going to press down and then bring the roller up as your spine lifts. So press down, reach your heart. This is a very small range of motion. 3 and 4. Now the version without the roller, continue that if you like. You're going to take your hands by your side, bring your thumbs towards the center of your body, and just reach up, feeling your shoulder blades gently squeeze together. So you've got 2 variations for spinal extension. After you've done 6 or so, I'm going to have you pause for a moment, take your hands underneath your shoulders, come up on your knees, but back to your forearms. Tuck your toes under, extend your knees. Lift one leg up, bring the leg down. One leg up, bring the leg down. As you lift one leg, you're going to notice that your stabilizing side is working just as hard. Try to keep your hips nice and square. And let's repeat the whole process. I'll do 2 with a roller and 2 without. And again, use whatever version works for you. The roller version, thumb faces up. It's placed in the center of the forearm. Press down, lift the spine as you roll the roller towards you. So I'm only doing 4. Again, adjust the quantity as you see fit. The version with just yourself, without the roller, is to hover the arms and bring the pinkies together as you just lift your heart. It's very, very small. Then from here, we're on our forearms. Tuck your toes under, extend so you're in a forearm plank. Anchor one side as you lift. 2, 3, we're going to add on from here. One leg is stationary and one leg reaches away from the mat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then we bring our knees down, shift our body weight to our heels, press down. Now lift your fingers up and dig your heels into your mat and feel your shoulder blades again. Feel engage against your back ribs. Place your fingers down, coming up into a quadruped. Again, sit back on your heels, lift your fingers up, reach them to the ceiling, hold, sit up tall, crisscross your legs, bring your arms to the sides of the room. Bend your elbows, reach them up and forward. Bend your elbows, rotate your shoulders up and forward, and then just circle the arms. I'd like to focus on mobility as much as strength. Shoulders and hips should be nice and mobile. From here, I'm going to have you pause. Take a wide inhale so you feel the ribs widen as through your nose. Exhale from your mouth. Twice more, inhale. And exhale. And last time, inhale. And exhale. I hope you enjoyed class and I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day.